Hey guys, HDvee here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got quite a few things to go over. We have new Corocoro leaks about the Pokemon Journeys anime, we have new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet leaks to go over, also some more starter Pokemon evolution breakdowns, quite a few things to cover today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below, leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, we're going to be taking a look at the new Corocoro leaks about the Pokemon Journeys anime. We're now in the last 8 Masters tournament situation thing in the Pokemon Journeys anime. Really cool, all of the region champions taking each other on. Obviously, we've got Ash against Steven, we've got Iris against Cynthia, Diantha against Lance, and then, of course, Leon against, what's his face? Mega Charizard, dude. Can't remember his name, it's gone. But, of course, Ash is going to be taking on Steven, and basically the teams that they're going to be using in the battle has been leaked. So this is just like the first page of the Corocoro. So obviously he has his shiny Metagross there, Mega Metagross should I say. He's got his Aggron and everything. But this is basically the teams that they are going to be using. So Steven is going to be using his shiny Mega Metagross. He's going to be using his Aggron, and he's also going to be using his Credilli. And then Ash is going to be using his Pikachu, his Dracovish, and his Gengar. So that is the actual battle right there. Again, we don't know how it's going to go. I think the episode airs next week. But I mean, I'm guessing Ash will win the battle because I can see him getting quite far. Whether he wins it or not is yet to be seen. He probably won't win it, but I think he's going to get past the first battle, maybe losing like, I don't know, the final or the semis or something like that. But either way, that is the team he's going to be bringing. Of course, Dracovish is busted. Gengar could Gigantamax that, stuff like that. Pikachu and everything like that. Obviously, doesn't have his Mega Lucario in this team against Mega Metagross for Steven, but either way, we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, I definitely think that Ashy Boy will bring the gold home and pick up a dub against Steven, the Hoenn region champion. So they're the Corocoro leaks. The next thing we're going to be going over is this. So this was posted by Mark Morez, and he's talking about the new kind of models that have really just been kind of floating around. No one's really been talking about them because of all the Scarlet and Violet stuff that we've been obviously being just attacked with all the leaks and everything like that. But this was obviously the original one that we went over not too long ago. It's basically a new Pikachu model, and Pikachu had been like trademarks and stuff like that. And these new models had been made, so people were thinking that these new models were like for a future Pokemon game or something like that, not for Scarlet and Violet, but maybe a new mobile game, or yeah, a new game for the Switch. And now we have some more models that have been leaked, and it's also about Psyduck now. So we have Psyduck and Pikachu, all these new models and stuff that are cropping up. I'm pretty sure we're going to get even more models and stuff of more Pokemon later down the line. But yeah, we have Mark saying, you know, oh holy, same rumor, the Pokemon Company, Pikachu and Psyduck trademarks. What happened? Interesting, new spin-off / mobile app announcement or something. And maybe this is the case, you know, at the point I'm recording this, we haven't had a new Scarlet and Violet trailer. So maybe the next time we see a trailer is in a Presents. Again, there might already be one up right now, I'm not sure, because like I said, I'm recording this before we've had one. But yeah, if we haven't had one yet, maybe they're going to be doing a Pokemon Presents in like August or something, and they're going to be dropping like a new mobile game or a new spin-off game or something in that Pokemon Presents, and that's where all these models are from. But yeah, they have basically just been copywriting these new models and creating these new models and stuff like that. So we'll have to see what it's all about. Hopefully something fun and interesting. But either way, that's kind of just some new information there about some future potential Pokemon stuff that we could be seeing. The next thing that I wanted to go over is some new inspiration for Fuecoco's potential evolution. At the point I'm recording this, we've only seen leaks on Quaxly and Sprigatito's evolution. Again, we might have something about Fuecoco by the time this video goes up, but this could just be some more evolution inspirations. Now we know it's based off a crocodile, we know it is on the ground, you know, it's bipedal, and we also know it, you know, it doesn't fly and stuff like that. And what else it doesn't have a skull either, and it's not a snake. It's basically based on a crocodile alligator thing. So this is just some more inspiration that it could be based on. So this was posted by Soul Silver Art. But anyway, it says, remember the alligator with a chicken on its head that Ku showed a month ago? See any similarities here? So reptilian god named Marop in Peru. Marop was known as the deity of the afterlife, which again could be some really good inspiration, seeing as, you know, it's a fire ghost type Pokemon. The afterlife could be to do why it's a ghost type, stuff like that. So yeah, Fuecoco could be loosely based on this creature here. And we have Soul Silver Art saying more potential Fuecoco final evolution inspirations. Mad props to this. Use cellular device for finding this. croc god of the afterlife with a chicken on his head from a country that previously had Spanish connections. I think we're still missing something though. And then obviously, sorry, I also figured deity of the afterlife was obvious because of the fire ghost type. But yeah, as we all know, it's going to be a crocodile or an alligator with like a chicken on its head or something. So yeah, definitely could be based on this, especially because it's about the afterlife. And obviously, as we know, Fuecoco's evolution is going to be fire ghost. Again, we might get some more images about it soon from the leaker. We'll have to wait and see. But at this point, I'm recording this, we haven't had anything. But either way, it could be inspired by this deity. It makes sense. And I mean, I'd love a Fuecoco like evolution to look something like this. It looks very humanoid, obviously, but at the same time, I don't know, I think it could look pretty cool. And again, everything that we've been told about it, like it not having a skull face, it obviously staying on the ground, stuff bipedal, everything like that, it kind of adds up to what this crocodile looks like. But anyway, that's the potential inspiration behind Fuecoco's evolution. The last thing that I want to go over is some more leaks for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So of course, we all know about the whole Jigglypuff and Amoonguss leaks that we saw recently. The Jigglypuff with like the Dracula fangs. Then we also saw the Amoonguss that looked like kind of a prehistoric version of it, with like grass coming out like the mushroom and stuff like that. And this person here has made a bit of a connection as to what they could potentially be like based around and stuff like that. So this was posted by CN122, and they said the Jigglypuff and Amoonguss are a new concept according to Riddler Coup. So this was what Riddler Coup posted. You know, I said, I bet that the more you know about the new concept thing, the more bored you would feel, then you just end up living in emptiness before the launch. So yeah, basically what he's saying here is that, you know, the more that we find out about this new concept, obviously we're going to be excited about it, but then obviously we're going to be more bored on the lead up to the game, because I'm sure the Pokemon Company have got a strategy, and I'm sure they're going to announce this new gimmick or this new concept in a really cool trailer. But if we get the gimmick and the concept leaked in little blurry images, it's really going to spoil it, because I think it's going to be really, really good. And I think it's to do with the past and the future forms. And I don't know, I can just see in the trailer there's just going to be like a Pokemon, and then both sides of the screens like split into like a future form of it and a past form of it or something like that, or the crystal thing or something like that. But yeah, he's basically just saying here, you know, you're going to get bored of it about it, because, you know, by the time the game comes out, you're going to know everything about it and you've got nothing to be excited for, which is exactly true, to be fair. Like I say, I don't mind a couple of blurry images here or there, especially because we've had like no trailers and stuff, so it kind of makes up for that. But I don't want the whole game leaked in like July, August, when the games don't come out till November, because no one's going to be excited by it in November. Like all the trailers that come out, we can't really be excited about because we know what's coming and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I'd like the leaker to like stop leaking stuff now, just so we have a little bit of things to like look forward to. But anyway, they say according to Riddler Coup, the Amoonguss and Jigglypuff that Kaka, who of course is the leaker, leaked are one of the new concepts that Coup was referring to. Image of tweet below. So yeah, he says the amount is limited for this, you know, 2 now. I think he's talking about like the 2 gimmicks or something. I'm not sure if these are the regional fakes, but either way, what is this new concept? Well, if we look at both the new Jigglypuff and Amoonguss, they both look primal. Not primal like Kyogre and Groudon, but primal in that these forms of Jigglypuff and Amoonguss are now domesticated. If you look at them, Jigglypuff has fangs like some depictions of a caveman, and Amoonguss has grass growing down its face. The grass is overgrown, which happens to grass if it's not well kept. So I think this new concept is undomesticated forms of Pokemon. So essentially what these Pokemon looked like in the past before people lived among them. It makes sense because in the real world, animals have evolved once becoming domesticated. So the original Jigglypuff and Amoonguss are the evolved domesticated versions of those Pokemon. Fun fact as well, the cat is the only animal that ever domesticated itself. Just thought I'd throw that fact in there, science. Anyway, I think they're basically referring to like past and future forms here, as this person is saying here. You know, I think it's past future forms, past Vampire Wigglytuff and ancient Amoonguss. I would love past forms being from different timelines and not only the Stone Age. There was a leak I initially dismissed as fake that said there was going to be a regional form for Gengar that was futuristic and based on a computer virus. But now that the Jigglypuff line is getting a past version, I wonder if future Gengar wasn't Hokum I thought it was. The leak said today that Pokemon can time travel, so I wonder if this is linked. I definitely think it's to do with that. I think the fact that, you know, Pokemon can time travel but people can't, I think the whole idea is that you can just choose a form either from the past or the future, and then the Pokemon time travels into that era or something like that, and then takes on this new form, and then you can like use it in battle or something like that. We have this person here, Cole, saying, I assume these are either past or future versions of Pokemon. Jigglypuff was probably evil in the past, just like fairies in old folklore, but it became good in the future. Amoonguss looks old, almost overgrown with moss. Maybe it's the future version. It may be very old and overgrown. I assume that using the new gimmick, we'll be able to change certain Pokemon's forms to its past form and can change it on the fly if we want to, or we can change them forever perhaps. This is why we know that there's like loads of different gameplay features, because I know for a fact that not every single Pokemon is going to be getting a past and future form, because it would just take way too much time. But we do know, like, the leaker did come out and say that every Pokemon is able to use the gimmick. So I think we have one gimmick which is the past and future form. We have one gimmick which could be like the regional fakes, and then we have another gimmick which could be do with the crystals, and then that could be what everybody, like every Pokemon gets access to, this like new crystal gimmick. But yeah, that's like 3 new gameplay feature gimmick things that I could see happening in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, like I say, because of all the leaks and stuff. And I think that ancient and past forms are probably something to do with like Mega Evolution. Like Riddler-Coo did say, you know, Mega Evolution wasn't in the game, but something similar was. And I think the fact that, you know, that not every Pokemon can Mega Evolve, and it changes its types and it changes its design and stuff, and its abilities, I think that's going to be what the whole past and future thing is, where only certain Pokemon get it, and their types change, their designs change, and stuff like that. And I think that's what Riddler-Coo was referring to with the Mega Evolution. But of course, the other leaker said that every Pokemon can use a gimmick, and I think that's the crystal thing. The regional fake is probably just more random, like, regional forms and stuff like that. But hey, I'm not sure, but I could see something like that happening. Anyway, though, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider hitting that like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on any of the stuff that we mentioned in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.